California dreamers are trading palm trees for pine trees, and the reasons are more intriguing than you might think. Join us as we dive deep into the phenomenon of why everyone is moving from California to North Carolina. The answers might just surprise you. So stick around because we're getting after it right now.
So California and North Carolina have a lot of similarities. They both are fantastic states with gorgeous beaches, beautiful mountains, and abundance of outdoor activities. Of course, you can't beat Southern California's weather, but in North Carolina, transplants are quickly beginning to realize that you still have mild temperatures and you get all four seasons here. So you ask, why are so many people moving from California to North Carolina? Well, in addition to the great weather and the natural beauty of the state, North Carolina has a lower cost of living, a thriving job market, plenty of outdoor activities, lower taxes, less homeless, much less traffic congestion. In fact, over the last couple years, North Carolina has had more migration into the state than almost every state in the US. And the top 3 states that these folks are moving to North Carolina from: New York, Florida, and California.
And we decided to do this video today because it seems like every time we get a call from a client or every time we do an open house, we meet a lot of people from Southern California. And that's actually where I'm from. And we recently just visited California. So we thought, what better time to do a video on California versus North Carolina than now? So if you are thinking about making a move from California or even within North Carolina to the Charlotte area, reach out, call, text, email, however you want to get a hold of us. We are the ones that answer the phone, and we would love to help you with your move to or around the Charlotte area. And let us know what you think about this video. Are you moving from somewhere other than California? Would you like to hear more about the differences between New York and North Carolina, or Florida and North Carolina? Comment down below and let us know your thoughts on the differences between California and North Carolina and what you like best about both. The most popular cities in North Carolina are Charlotte and Raleigh. Charlotte is affectionately named the Queen City and is the largest city in North Carolina. Residents are always saying that they love living here because they get to enjoy all the amenities of a big city with the feel of a small town. Charlotte has plenty to offer, including a bustling social scene, excellent schools, gorgeous parks, and fantastic restaurants. It also has a booming economy and plenty of job opportunities. It proudly ranks as the second biggest financial hub in the country, and it also ranks among the top 10 locations for startup companies. Combined with an affordable cost of living, a great food and drink scene, and close proximity to both the beach and the mountains, it's easy to see why so many people are flocking to this incredible city. Now let's talk a little bit about Raleigh, the second largest city in North Carolina. Raleigh also has a great food scene, a reasonable cost of living, and an endless variety of entertainment and outdoor activities. So it comes at no surprise that Raleigh consistently ranks among the best places to live in America. With its abundant oak trees lining the city streets and the adorable coffee shops and boutiques, Raleigh has the charm of a small town with the amenities of the big city. Raleigh is also packed with incredible restaurants, art galleries, interesting museums, and loads of festivals and local events.
So one of the #1 reasons that people are moving from California to North Carolina: cost of living. I mean, really the cost of everything. When you consider more affordable housing, lower taxes, and lower rent prices, you will find North Carolina is a much more affordable place than California. The median home price in California is $863,000, with the average home size at 1,850 square feet. And your average lot comes in at a little less than a quarter acre, where in comparison to North Carolina, our median home price is $302,000 with an average home size of 2,100 square feet, and you're gonna find yourself sitting on about a third of an acre. So when you compare the median home prices and average home sizes, you get much more for almost a third less in North Carolina. Aside from housing being affordable, groceries were almost 12% less in North Carolina, childcare 14% less, and entertainment was 20% less. And gas? I could not believe the prices of gas when we were in California. We saw premium at $6.99 a gallon. Both of our cars take premium gas. There'd be absolutely no way that we could afford to drive those in California. Right now, here in North Carolina, January 2024, the price of a gallon of gas is just a little bit over $3 a gallon.
So let's talk about our favorite thing of all time, taxes. That's probably the top on everybody's mind right now because we're getting ready to go into tax season, unfortunately. According to taxrate.org, North Carolina state income tax is significantly lower than California's state income tax. So California is a bracketed income tax state. So that means your income tax are based on how much money you make, and you pay anywhere from 2 to 13.3%. In North Carolina, it is not bracketed. It's a flat rate state. Currently in 2023, the income tax rate is 4.75, with North Carolina planning to drop the next 2 years down to 3.99 by 2025. So you can see that can make a big difference in your income. North Carolina average corporate income tax is also significantly less than California. California's average comes in at about 8.84%, where North Carolina comes in at 6.9%. This can make a big difference if you're a business owner. And if you're retired and you come to North Carolina, there is no tax on your Social Security. California, on the other hand, is one of the states that actually taxes your Social Security income based on your income level. You'll also find that your property taxes are going to be a little bit less on average than they are in California. Of course, this is going to depend on where you live in California and where you live in North Carolina, but with the housing prices being cheaper, your taxes are going to be a little bit cheaper. In addition, California just enacted a new luxury tax on all the homes, and we've heard this is really making an impact in the luxury home market out in California. So all homes over $5 million are going to be subject to this new luxury tax. North Carolina, on the other hand, has no luxury taxes on their homes here.
So another reason that people are moving from California to North Carolina, jobs. There's no shortage of job opportunities in North Carolina with lower unemployment rates and higher employment growth rates than the national average. A new study actually found that in Raleigh metro area, it actually ranks just behind Austin in technology job growth over the past decade. The North Carolina capital area also recently ranked #1 in job growth related to science and technology. Also ranks #4 among the top states for remote work from home jobs. My personal opinion on that is that this huge popularity of work from home jobs exploded here in North Carolina during COVID, when many companies across the country decided it was more cost effective to have their employees working from home. So all these folks living in other states with brutal winters, high taxes, or increased crime rates decided to pack it up and head to the southeast part of the country. North Carolina truly does boast a super diverse job market with opportunities over many different industry sectors, including technology, healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. One of North Carolina's most prominent and well-known employers is Duke University and Health System. It's got a sprawling campus and a renowned medical center. Duke University is a major employer in the state, providing opportunities in education, healthcare, and research. Bank of America, which is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina, is another huge contributor in the state's job market as one of the largest banking institutions in the country. North Carolina is also home to large healthcare providers like Novant Health and Atrium Health, which have over 100,000 employees in the Charlotte area. IBM also has a huge presence in the Research Triangle Park, which is located near Raleigh.
So let's talk about the outdoors. Me being from California, I know how beautiful that state is. It is absolutely amazing. You'll find gorgeous beaches with beautiful mountainous terrain and cliffs, something you won't see in North Carolina, but North Carolina also has some really beautiful beaches. Moving from California, you will certainly be accustomed to having natural beauty everywhere, but North Carolina will not disappoint. With the Smoky Mountains and the Blue Ridge Parkway, the Outer Banks and Emerald Isle, the entire state is a natural wonderland. You can spend your weekend relaxing on the beach along the Atlantic coast, or you can drive up to the mountains for hiking, waterfalls, and exploring the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, which is one of the most visited parks in the country. We're also packed with 41 state parks, 10 national parks, and 4 national forests. You'll also find plenty of hiking, trails, camping, hidden waterfalls, fishing, mountain biking, rafting, and skiing. So just like California, you can actually ski and surf in the same state.
So another reason people are moving to North Carolina, the weather. Now, although North Carolina's weather is not quite the same as California, but it's still considered to be fairly mild. You will definitely experience more rainfall in North Carolina, but with that being said, you will never have to deal with water shortages in North Carolina, not to mention the rolling blackouts that are part of a daily life out there. You will also not have to worry about terrible mudslides that you have become accustomed to in California. Although we do have hot and humid season in the summer, there is no wildfire danger here. And although we do have some earthquakes, every now and again in North Carolina, they tend to be small, so most people don't really feel them.
And me growing up in Southern California, I got to experience quite a few of the different earthquakes there. I was in Whittier, I was in Big Bear, I was in Northridge, and those can be really scary. I remember, I think during the Northridge quake, we camped out in the front yard for about a week just because of the aftershocks. So that's really not something you'll ever have to worry about living in North Carolina.
So we do have hurricanes here, but they don't tend to reach bigger cities like Raleigh and Charlotte with anything other than heavy wind and rain. Although they do hit our coastal areas, knock on wood, they don't usually cause major damage to the coastal cities. Now, I'm not going to downplay our humidity in the summer. It's quite sticky here, especially in July and August, and that is putting it very nicely. But there are so many places in the US these days that are hot in the summer, unless you're up in Maine or someplace way up north. And if you are, then you're dealing with 10 feet of snow in the wintertime, freezing rain, ice storms, bursting pipes, and all that craziness that comes with cold winter weather up north. Overall, I would say our weather is fairly mild-tempered and considered one of the many positive perks about living here in the Carolinas. We absolutely love living here.
So if you're looking for a lower cost of living with less congestion and a slower pace of life without sacrificing the natural beauty or the mild weather that you've become accustomed to, North Carolina is a fantastic state to call home, and we absolutely love living here.
All right, guys, so that is all we have for you today. We hope that you found this video useful and helpful in your home search, whether you are searching for a home or you just want to find out more about why people are moving here. Before we go, we wanted to remind you guys, we are local real estate agents here in North and South Carolina, Doug and Heather. And as much as we do love making these videos, we love even more helping you with your real estate needs. So if you are moving here, thinking about moving, or just have questions about the market, please feel free to reach out. We would love to hear from you. That's why we shoot these videos. And so until the next time,
we'll catch you later.